In this video, I'm going to go over what the market's doing in the Clermont Florida areas, including Minneola, Groveland, Montverde, and Winter Garden, which includes the very popular Horizons West and Hamlin area. And if you're looking to buy or sell a home in these areas, you'll want to understand the correlation between some key real estate metrics. So let's take a look at the data to help you make informed decisions. Now, it's important to note that when we're looking at the data, we're not going to be looking at averages. We're going to be looking at median values. And the reason that we look at the median values is the median values are not affected by outliers. So for example, if you're looking at home values that have sold, and the majority of the homes have sold in the 500,000 range, yet you have this one outlier of $5 million closing. If you take all of those values, including the $5 million home that sold, and average those values, that $5 million value is going to skew that average, right? It's not very accurate. Now, the median values, you're looking at that middle price, where half of the values have closed lower than that middle price, and half of the homes that have closed are higher than that middle price. And what that does, it's a much better metric to use when you're analyzing market data. Now, keep in mind that real estate market trends are hyper-local. And while it's important to keep up on the national news and the national trends, if you're looking to make a decision on buying or selling in a specific market, you need to look at the market data in those markets to make the best decision. So let's get into the market data for Clermont, Florida. Now, Clermont, Florida can be split into three different areas. We've got North Clermont, South Clermont, and Central Clermont. Today, we're going to look at Clermont as a whole. And if you want specific data for a particular area, reach out. I'm happy to pull that data for you. First up, we have months supply of inventory, which is currently at 1.8. Now, this metric tells us how long the current inventory would take to sell out. Let me explain that a little further. If you take the current inventory that's currently on the market, no other homes came on the market, how long would it take at the current pace for all of those homes to be sold? That right now is at 1.8 months. And a low number like 1.8 indicates a seller's market where there's more buyers than homes available. So this can drive up prices and lead to bidding wars. Now, as a general rule, 5 to 6 months of inventory is a balanced or neutral market. Over 6 months of inventory, we have a buyer's market. If it's less than 5 months, we have a seller's market. The smaller the available inventory, the tighter the market is. We also need to consider the 12-month change in months of inventory, which has increased by 102.25%. This means that the supply of homes has gone up significantly compared to the same time last year. And now remember, last year was just a crazy time in the market, one like we've never seen before. We had super low interest rates still. Buyer demand was extremely high. Inventory was low mainly because of supply chain demand, and that caused this extreme seller's market. Now, we're still in a seller's market, but we're not having the multiple offers like we had last year. They're still there, but it's not like the frenzy that we had last year. Another important metric to consider is the median days on market, which is currently at 20. This tells us how long it takes for a home to sell once it's listed. A low number like 20 indicates a very fast-paced market where homes are getting snatched up quickly. This is also due to a combination of low inventory and high buyer demand. And for reference, last year at this time, the median days on market was 7 days. When it comes to pricing, we have two metrics to look at: the list to sold price as well as the median sold price. The list to sold price is currently at 98.3%, which tells us that homes are selling very close to the list price. And it also suggests that sellers are going to have the upper hand in negotiations. The median sold price is $467,060. Now remember, this is the midpoint of all the homes that have sold. So this is a good indicator of what buyers can expect to pay. For reference, last year this time, list to sold price was 100.91%, and the median sold price was $474,250. So homes were selling for more than asking price, and the median sales price was higher. Prices have come down ever so slightly, even with the increase in interest rates over the last year. And that's because the buyer demand is still very high. Now, what's the correlation between these metrics? Overall, a low month supply of inventory and low median days on market indicates a strong seller's market, while a high 12-month change in months of inventory may suggest a shift in the market. And we did shift a little bit. We went from an extreme seller's market to a still strong, healthy seller's market. The list to sold price and median sold price also gives us a sense of the current pricing trends. So if you're a buyer and you're looking at this data, you'll want to act quickly and be prepared to pay close to asking price to purchase a home in this market. If you're a seller, you'll likely have the upper hand in negotiations and likely see a great return on your investment. Now that you know the key metrics to look at and what they mean, let's look at the surrounding areas. We've gone over the data for Clermont. Now let's get into Minneola. So Minneola, it has 1.47 months supply of inventory and 0 median days on market. Now, 0 median days on market, that might seem a little confusing, but when you look at it, remember, medium is that middle point, right? That middle sold value. And a builder, what is happening in Minneola is there's lots of new builds. And so a buyer will go under contract, the builder will list it in the MLS for a hot minute and then mark it as pending. So average days on market is showing as 0. We also have 99.2% list to sold price. Median sold price is $462,500, and the number of active listings is 29. Next is Montverde. We've got 3.76 month supply of inventory, 36 days on market, 97.9% list to sold price. The median sold price is $780,000, and the number of active listings is 29. Groveland, we've got 2.27 month supply of inventory. Median days on market is 32. List to sold price is 99.1%. Median sold price is $393,157, and the number of active listings is 95. And finally, we have Winter Garden, where there's 1.67 month supply of inventory. Median days on market, 15 days. Listed sold price is 99%. Median sold price is $616,053, and the number of active listings is 194. I really hope you found this information helpful. And remember, real estate is hyper-local. So if you want data on a certain zip code or city or area or even a neighborhood, reach out and I'm happy to provide you with that information. If you're looking to buy or even sell in the Clermont area, I would love to help you. The next step would be to call me on my cell at 407-820-7017, and we can start the conversation of finding you your perfect home. If I don't see you here in Clermont, I look forward to seeing you around the neighborhood.